Colin Kammer. I'm the Robert Kirby Professor of Behavioral Economics at Caltech. So in behavioral economics, it takes the best evidence and ideas and math from economics, psychology, and now neuroscience to give us a better model of human nature, and also how things like emotions, which have been absent from kind of mathematical economic analysis, can enter into sort of panics and stress and why unemployment is so bad for economies. The idea of studying the brain as the area in which decisions are made is very radical within economics. Many economists are still skeptical that you need to see exactly what the brain is doing to understand the basis of human choice. My early work in individual decision making was focused on how people make risky choices. That is, any time where outcomes are going to be variable and you may have a hunch about what's likely to happen. So what I found out was a lot of evidence in support of something called prospect theory, which is an idea about how people evaluate risks, which has two key elements. One is that people care about whether they do better or worse than some kind of reference point. And the other key element of prospect theory is that people don't weight probabilities exactly according to the numerical probability. They might overreact to a rare risk, like a chance of winning the lottery. Another topic we've been interested in is price bubbles. So a price bubble is when an asset price goes up and up, much higher than a reasonable kind of fundamental or intrinsic like the accounting value of a company, simply because people expect it to go up. And bubbles are always followed by crashes. So in trying to understand these bubbles, we've been doing brain imaging and using other methods. And the idea is to put people in a simple experiment where they trade something, and we actually create the values. But if they want to, they can buy and sell at a much higher price. And in several studies, we've seen that prices often do go way up and then crash. And we're starting to understand what brain activity is associated with the run-ups in the bubble and with the crashes. And what our work is indicating is that a lot of accounts for bubbles seem to involve combinations of emotions. Like during the bubble, there's a kind of euphoria or irrational exuberance. People get very caught up in the idea and maybe imagine that it can never end or it won't end before they get a chance to sell. And we're also seeing a kind of early warning signal associated with areas of the brain involved in uncertainty and kind of discomfort, almost like a gut feeling. And so the people in the experiments who ride the bubble and make a lot of money and then get out at the right time, are kind of responding to a warning signal in the brain. I plan to use the fellowship to actually as seed money for research which is extremely risky. In getting grants, it's often said that you have to have some of the work done already to kind of show that you can do it and show what it would look like.